bills because we're doing radio. It's 11 minutes past the hour, 5 o'clock. When we come back, we'll talk about the new signings. We'll talk about the Orlando Pirates releasing players. There's also a situation that I haven't asked these guys. Where do you guys think he's going to go? Because bonakale ngathi Sundowns no background ngaye. Bonakale ngathi Chiefs say sign nayo background ngaye. Can he really go to Orlando Pirates? We'll talk about that live next.
It's time to feel the quality, the control, the variety, to feel Africa. It's time to go premium free. 25 channels, everything from comedy, lifestyle, reality, sport, kids and blockbusters, with access to 200 more. Free forever. No cost, no subscription. Take the next step. Tune in and just watch. It's that easy. Start watching premium free today. Why pay? Just watch.
They call him Skoko Semali because
he's good with money. Skoko Semali.
Social distancing means that the family is spending more time at home and more time going to the fridge. So when it's time to go shopping, swap out your Time Bank card. You will earn Smart Shopper points everywhere you shop and double Smart Shopper points at Pick and Pay so you can keep your distance from high prices.
There you have it from Skoko Semali. So remember to swipe your Time Bank card every time you shop. You've got this. Time Bank is a registered FSP.
Hello, my name is Sheikh Mashaba. You are listening to the Massiv 11, the mecca of football lovers.
Ngululeko my brother. Ngithatha nokhanye saboy mane Hermanas. Ngululeko man, I'm happy with the signings that Kaizer Chiefs so far, and akhondo nengxaki nayo. I'm okay with their signing. But I won't put pressure on so much coaches to win something. Second thing, I think it's a good thing to release Pirates as well. But as for Orlando Ufiko, I'm not sure. It's a good idea. But Pirates, what they're doing, they're just chasing away or releasing players without replacing them. As for Uzungu, I and Yaz and Yakuba Tinike because apparently we refused the Orlando offer Chiefs. Rumors were saying that Opte is Sundowns, so I am not sure. But I'm happy with my
Kusalmane Cape Town airport. Kuzo zonke midfielder abezidlalela Orlando Pirates kwesizini ephelileyo. Mtambo ungcono kuzo zonke. Thatha Mtambo umbeke unumber 10 ozakudlalela ibhola. Ungambeki emacaleni wing. Umbeke number 10 ozakudlalela ibhola ulinda Mtambo. Bese bakhulula uFortune Makaringe kunolinda Mtambo, not ulinda Mtambo. Benze big mistake. Unyawo zayena alright bamkhulule because basayine oThapelo Xoki no Sibisi kukho nonda no Happy Jelly ngathi iza renew contract yakhe. So ba right ke kuye. But not ulinda Mtambo ngebekhulule uMakaringe.
692 rand a month for as much as 3.
Hello lapha e-studio. Ayisho ma-7 ntona ukhulumayo umthando wekhosi elikhulu. I'm happy ngekhosi, kodwa ke ngisakhala laphana ku defensive midfielder. Yabo manje ngathola i-defensive ake besiqedile lapho sithola i-strike. La ngibonga ithuba lapho my brother. Hey Junior, so how's it Bafit?
Hi, I'm Lucky Pindamzala Lekwati, the former Orlando Pirates captain. You are listening to Massive 11, the mecca of football lovers.
Yeah, there you go. Welcome back to Massive 11 on Massive Metro. As it happens on radio, thank you very much for those voice notes. 064-525-0513. 064-525-0513. We have quite a few people watching us now. We are back on radio every Friday between 5 and 6. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for those voice notes as well. And thank you for people excited to hear us back on radio. We need to take a couple of breaks, obviously, because it's been a very, very long season. We need to give people a break. It's going to be pre-season now. We're going into July. So we'll always come here every once in a while just to give you an update on the signings. Gents, Bongani Zungu. Here's the story. There's a lot of people that think that Chiefs offered Ubongani Zungu 850,000. That's not true. Those are my Facebook stories. What we understand, because we have real journalists, Kubo, Itiski Times, and other platforms. What we understand is that on both sides. Sundowns and Chiefs, because he wants to come back to South Africa. But here's what happened. And Pirates sign my players and they're not announcing Uzungu. Sundowns it looks like they're stable ngala midfield yabo. Andile Jali, Mkholise, Mabue, they've just signed Sipho Mbule and they have Tebogo Mokoena. Right? That's the only way we need to look at this. Chiefs sign Usitebe, Uyosaf Maart, Abomatlo, they already have Cole Alexander, Patuchezanang. Now, the way that it looks, this is not a factual story. The way that I'm looking at this is that Kubonagala the Chiefs is packed with midfield, whether it's number 6, number 8, but they are happy with the players that they've signed, right? If it was going to be Uzungu, they would have announced him. They've signed other midfielders that are not Uzungu. Sundowns as well have signed other priority midfielders that are not Uzungu. That's why they have Abomokwena, Sipho Mbule. They are happy with what they have. Pirates, maybe it's an interesting place that they could go to. Let me start with you. So when you're analyzing this whole scenario, this whole picture, Uzungu, umnyango wako uvaliwe ku Chiefs, uvaliwe ku Sundowns, in your opinion, and can he go to Pirates? Where do you think he can go?
Now Pirates uvaliwe umnyango.
Why?
If Pirates can release Mtambo, what yini ngabenza ukuthi bathathe Uzungu? Uzungu, he's not a player that can score at any given time. He's not. He's a central midfielder.
Yeah, number 6.
Yeah, he's a central midfielder that will stabilize the midfield. But going forward, that's why I'm saying for me, I doubt Gutanga go Pirates. Because if Pirates they can release Mtambo that can create and score goals, then you release that player and then you go and sign a midfielder that is going to stabilize the midfield, then it means you are contradicting yourself.
Okay, when ungamjabulela ukumbona ku Paris.
Yes, I would love. I mean, Umbonga Nzungu is a good player. He's a boy that I love. You know, I love watching him playing. And the only worry that's why I get to me now. Paris. If he goes there, he's not gonna get the support that he needs in terms of players around him that will complement his football.
Is it better than Motswari?
He is better than everyone in that midfield.
I said the same thing to people as well.
He's better than everyone in that midfield.
Wahamba nabo Monare futhi.
Bapheke bonke nabo Zungu bonke baphepane bonke baqhubeke. La muntu leyana unzima kakhulu. So mina that's why ngithi I don't know if we are ku Pirates. Kufanele Pirates change bahambise yonke la midfield there.
All right, Mr. Khanye, your opinion. Umnyango we Sundowns uvaliwe, do you still believe he can go there? With Sundowns, is Pirates the right destination for him, or it Chiefs still stands a chance?
Are you making a good point, Mauti? Sorry. Because Chiefs, it looks like they've already done.
Yeah, they've signed their midfielders.
Yeah. But the Pirates also now if 20 point el saraska cool. Lele point el kuma utso aksi point lokudlala. Lokuthi mawambisa ulinda Mtambo and then ubongani Zungu, how you gonna see his quality? So clearly ku Pirates abantu abasayinayo, I'm not too sure. Now Kaizer Chiefs, those people they look at the personality or it's a matter of sacrifice in terms of money. I don't understand. Or njoba ngisho mangithi personality Mtambo what has he done wrong ngoba he's never been given a platform ebeka deserve. So nimambisela ukwenzani? Ngithi ulinda Mtambo, why do you release ulinda Mtambo? I mean ulinda Mtambo, if they can be honest, ngisho iSundowns ayibole quality lapho he can play it. Ngiyakutshela nkuleko he can suit adlale. If ngoba iSundowns I'm sure they will judge him according to his performance. Noma bazomjudge ngalo ndlela. And noma ngabe akadlali but definitely ngalesa squad ngoba badlala iChampions League, we know a lot of trophies bawadlala ba participate until to the final. Uzoyithola opportunity and then you will I don't think uzophuma ku Sundowns bakwazile ukunika bo George Maluleko bangekho good enough. Because of they were resting some players. Leyo chance azoyithola uzoyisebenzisa. So now truly speaking game Kaizer Chiefs na Orlando Pirates, if they wanted for real, they were setting a standard to compete with Mamelodi Sundowns.
Absolutely.
Kuleko akuna quality efana nalo yamfana ngikhuluma nge-midfield efana ngikhuluma nge-passing.
Bongani Zungu.
Yeah, manje sikhuluma passing, understand the passing. Ngikhuluma nge-comfortability, understand he's a hard-working player. Cover distance. European, he was matched South African and European.
Yeah, he was a regular in France. He was a regular who win the Champions League in Sundowns.
He can play to any coach. Nkululeko, he can suit the style Saga Pizzo, Sam Suter, style Saga whoever. Now, Paris Mangafika, he can post that midfield by playing. Because set the standard, this is how we should play. Ngoba lo muntu alinka imidfield bekuyibamba ngesandla so why leaving him if in set standard so compete ne Sundowns?
Yeah, do you believe me, because we are just sebenzisa ingqondo nomqondo ne-experience nathi ngokufunda lama situations. Uyangibelieve amangithi mina, it looks like iChiefs say wasayinela ama midfield wayo. Like if you look at Usithebe, about Maart, we'll talk about them obviously when we get to that point, but just in relation to Uzungu, it looks like iChiefs has signed their midfielders, Abo Mahlatse, Abo Matlo, Batibona, Sigrand, Ngalaba. These are the ones that we are going with.
I think uAtana ngocoach MTC ngiyakhumbula maku MTC lentona Mahlatse belapha ku SuperSport MTC. uMaart beka kuphele. I think khona into abakuphinda baba confused. That's why about experience idlala irole enkulu. Anginankinga no Arthur since I played with him, but in terms of coaching, if he was like for real nane say and umuntu bekabona izinto kahle abe mina identify le talent mfethu. Right, mina just to ukuphendula le point lakho, you are making a very good point because the Chiefs they've done signing central midfielders.
Yeah, because they have like 5 or 6 of
we need to be honest. And esikhuluma ngama player khona amanye bayosayile phela behind engakhulunywa nje ngawo.
Yes,
yabona esikhuluma nange promotion we had kancane
promotion.
Yeah, so truly speaking kuleko vele bona liya done Uzungu, but mina kimi now it's advice mina kimi njengoba i-Sundowns noma ngabe bane squad esingakanani, it's fine if they want to go and win Champions League and balibele ba dominate ngoba ukudominate kuba consistent nakhona we keep that consistent. You need to bring players on top of other players. Abamna nangu Pep with your signer ku Man City, he said it mouthful ukuthi mina
immediately bamkhipha ku semi-final ekishwe Massiv wasayina uHaaland
you understand,
because
so
they know ukuthi idea ukuthi makawine
create a competition.
I just want to go back to this point that you're making, and so I want to bring you in as well. Uzungu for his Sundowns, we know ukuthi Sundowns has the best squad, and we know for sure, maybe we'll talk about it next week, ukuthi does it look like they're going to drop the ball in the league? Kubonakale ngathi they have the best squad and they will win the league again, but we'll talk it for another day. But I want to ask this question as Junior is bringing it up. So, and now Junior, I want you to join in as well in this conversation. Ngokusayina Uzungu uyiMamelodi Sundowns. Do you remember ukuthi Petro Atletico athe kanjani uJali?
Yeah.
The Sundowns, they are starting even uJali uqala ama goal kicks. Yes. What Petro Atletico did was to assign umuntu number 14 ukuthi mlandela uJali. Makangena eboxini mlandela. And they killed the Sundowns from a build up ukuthi he's not going to start that ball there. When he's starting the ball there, he's assigned a man mark. No Thiago, striker Sabo, was dropping into the midfield alande uJali because the Sundowns iqala umdlalo ngoJali. If Uzungu join Sundowns, does that give them a better chance of winning Champions League? Let me start with you, Tso, and then I'll go to you, Junior.
Mr. Nkeo, even if Sundowns can sign Uzungu, at the end of the day, it's all about the work. Yeah, collectively, meaning everyone in the team.
Sure.
Because if you can look at that game, for me, to Uguti Petro Iamen Maka Uchali, I would say that's not an excuse for Sundowns to lose. It says these other players, they also need to come to the party. You know, who's playing on the number 8, who's playing on the number 10. Why can't you come closer also so that you can have that triangle build up from the back? So, yes, it will give an edge for Sundowns. They've got an experienced player, he's a quality player, he can hold that midfield also now. He's a very good distributor of the ball. I think, he you know, I think if they can play the three of them in that midfield, wow.
We have an improver, ne?
Wow.
So in short words, does Zungu improve them or not?
Yeah, he's gonna push them.
All right. Your thoughts, Junior?
Yeah, if you go to the squad, he's gonna improve a team. Yes, that is standard. Ngoba uJali, you cannot rely on him. Masingaba never on pound to pound. Sikhuluma Champions League. uJali is the only player who's got the pick hard to compete with those players. Seriously nkuleko each and every khuluma ngaba bo Petro bona bo Alagli nama midfield abo amanye we Sundowns, they are good for DStv Premiership.
Yes, absolutely.
We amanye we Sundowns, but
I mean, if you remember, just on to that point, if you remember Umukwena indlela adlale ngayo, it was not that impressive ku Champions League. Akaphakamisanga sandla. It could be experience nani, but there was nothing. Even nabo Mkhulise nabo Mabuwe came back late in the season. It was only uJali in that midfield that looked like upilonga kula level.
If bring Zungu and then Nomkhulisi bambuyise bamdlalise full time or Domingos, but uZungu helping uJali there.
Yeah.
with 3 midfielders e-Sundowns bring kule kwamamela angeke ubathinte ngisho nge-Champions League. You can be honest ne i-possibility yokuthi they can go all the way bawudlala i-final ikhona ngoba i-experience you can't buy it. Lo mfana the experience playing regular there akusipha up in face abamenzelanga i-favor. He was a foreign player there. He came from South Africa. Akusi easy to come and ikutshelana ukuthi udlala regularly there. No le equality vela ukuthi ngaphandle ukuthi sizwa ama-stats equality. I know observe him mina ngimbukelile. You understand that the boy uyalazi ibhola. Typical South African midfielder. Understand amanyelo webhola ukwazi ukukhula igame, itempo yegame yakwazi kuyihandle whether is high or low. So mnandi passing game umnandi. He can score goals as well.
All right. What would stop then? Last one is before we go to the voice notes. What is stopping? So we are all agreeing which is it would improve Noma yipi player. Utso is even saying is better than all of the Pirates midfielders, and I agree with him. Now you are saying with Sundowns, we are improve immediately Sundowns.
True.
Obviously with Chiefs we can still say the same point that he is better than all of the midfielders that they have. So leave alone the Sundowns because we want people to fight against the Sundowns. Why are those two other teams not signing Uzungu?
Mr. Nkeo, that's my worry. Is Guti the picture that I'm seeing, Mina, personally, in terms of signing players. And we look at Guti, who's the agent of this player? I know, so I sign the player. Agent Gabani le ay lona ngeke lo sebenzisane nalona ayo kungcono lo ya. That's how I see it because why kuleko ngisho kanjalo there's players that you can also ask for a loan. Look at this boy uphuma lapana ku Sundowns beka lapha kuswalo sumeka manje lapha emidleleni. Best defensive midfielder, but no one is giving an eye to that boy to say, hey, if you can come here and we can go to Sundowns and ask for a loan as a lamb ku Pirates.
Yeah, it looks like the Super Sport is going on loan to Super Sport.
Something obvious kuba nokuphikisana. If they were combining for a good combination, bekumele ukutshela ngala signing abawenzile. I don't think ubumbule bebazomiyeka noNdlondlo, never. If the brain for real, yes, oyi-one mhlawumbe junior can udlalile le game. I respect you Prapov Stala lapho kule team, but there's a lot of mistakes ukhumbule abanye bebala before junior Kzala. So clearly we need to be honest kulego in terms of identification. Kune problem Kaizer Chiefs. Ayikho mnandi green 100%.
All right. Okay, 0645250513. 0645250513. We go to your voice notes. When we come back, we'll look at Orlando Pirates signings, we'll look at Kaizer Chiefs signings, and a whole lot more.
Hi. You're listening to Massiv 11, the mecca of football lovers.
Hey, Jitters, I'm definitely happy with Mamelodi Sundowns so far. We haven't made lots of signings, but the quality is still there. We're happy we're going forward. Hopefully Ronwen Williams will come join the team, and I think it's dominance for the next 3 years. Yeah, thank you, man.
Nkululeko, my brother. First of all, I want to greet you, Junior Khanye Tso Vilakazi, and Justice Chabalala. I'm a Kaizer Chiefs supporter. My name is Denga L. I just want to talk about signings of Chiefs. We managed to sign good players, but I'm concerned about signing of George Matlow. I don't understand this signing. I don't think will be a regular start at Chiefs. I only foresee Yusuf Maart, Ashley Dupria, Kaukelo Mahlatsi, as players that they are going to play the Chiefs. But all I can say is that the regular starter can be Dupria, Yusuf Maat. The rest, I don't see anyone starting there because they cannot compete with the current player that we have. I think the club need to sign Pulemondi to add in our taking. We also have to sign Given Musimango to stabilize our defense. I think he can work well with Jabulo Ngobo roadblock. The issue of signing Quinika, I don't understand this signing. It's not good for Chiefs. Even Usitebe, I don't like him because.
Sure, I'm a Kaizer Chiefs fan. I'm happy with our signings, but I still think we still need a striker, a well-recognized striker. But so far, so good. But Harga Gra striker fell, and then now Tabete Sharp, give a run sharp.
Ngululeke my brother kunjani? This is Gordon, all the way from Limpopo. Am I happy with my club signing? I'm happy with Ashley Dupree. I'm happy with Yusuf Maat. I'm happy with Solomon. Yes. Hey, the rest I'm skeptical about them. I'm not sure. They really have to prove me. They really have to. Hey, Kumeli. Hey, hi, boo. The likes of Abu Mahlatsi, Siyathembe Sithebe. Hey, they have to prove me. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let me just see them play first. Then I will have maybe.
Hi, this is Simba Maruma here. You're listening to Massiv 11, the Mecca of football lovers.
All right, welcome back to Massiv 11 on Massiv Metro. It's 17:33. It's 27 minutes before 6 o'clock. My name is Ngululeko Nkeu. I'm with Khanye Tso Vilakazi and Junior Thabo Khanye. Also, of course, on the team is Justice Chabalala with the visuals on YouTube and Facebook, and on the ones and twos with the sound on radio is Offense Biliahaya, also known as Dreezy Drake, also known as The Overwrite. He's a rapper. He does a hip-hop show every Wednesday on Massiv Metro between 8 and 10. Sometimes I listen to him and all of his nonsense about hip-hop. Thank you very much for listening to us as we talk nonsense about football. Orlando Pirates releasing Mtambo. I have to say that broke my heart because Mtambo is from Orlando West. And he's next, I think, where Orlando Stadium. His family comes from there, and also his family, Orlando Pirates. I remember I interviewed him. He loves Orlando Pirates. Let's go with you then, Junior. Mtambo, let's start with Mtambo. Sorry, Nyawuza, not Lucky Lekhwati. But let's start with Mtambo.
Bafethu, masikhuluma nge-identity. Leaving a player that suits the style of play of the club. A player releasing the player suit style set club. Ulinda Mtambo udlaliswa off position, but he always the guy deliver. No he doesn't complain. He go there whether it's 5 minutes or what. Yeah. He goes there and prove himself, and akusukuthi uyaziprove ibhodlalazi. So nginenkinga kakhulu ngeOrlando Pirates ukuthi if they release such player enjengaloya, who they gonna bring ngathi uGrand? Ilihlo lokubona umunye umuntu oGrand mangabe ba release lela player kuphi. Ngoba nyakutshela unumber 10 babhizi basokola ngabo number 10 umuntu ozodlala behind basokola ngaye nanya lo mfana
suka manje.
Hayi
Uncle Johnson akazinix. Uncle Johnson akazinix.
Terence Chuka manje.
Kuleko yabona manje mabangaba nevar. Na I'm not too sure ukuthi le nto abayenza nabo bayigena they will regret. I'm sure bazomkhipha back mabazomita abantu le. If abantu baba nevar even their fans, you cannot release this Linda Mtambo bra. Ulinda ngeke they rather release abo Makaringi. Yeah, kuvar badlalile regular best position yakhe le central ayidlali kuma respect. Ulinda has never played 6 games in a row ku position yakhe. Wide left, wide right, nini I don't understand central male defensive akazadlalela. So mina ngithi kuwe iPirates iliphi players olibona if they fail ukuthi babone Ulinda Mtambo good back. Kusho ukuthi quality ku Pirates kune problem. Yiko ngithi identity labantu abenza assessment laba recruiter ku Pirates. Kunenkinga enkulu
ba recruitela mophi ucoach ngoba kubonakala ngathi abanayo no coach
so
basayinela AP coach
iPirates coach iPSL ku M takunamuntu iPirates kusho ukuthi ama fans they will send voice note ukuthi line up lona
ukhona uncikazi lapha ukhona uncikazi lapha
iBlack Label
no Billy Blank siyavana
Mr. So Tsikelo Nyawoza leaving Orlando Pirates good or bad
kuleko kimi kulama player lawa lethwayo that's a bad decision ethathwe ilentuzana.
What do you mean when you say kulama player alethwayo? You have to explain yourself so that people can understand you better.
Kuleko
because baningi abantu bebekhala ngoNyawoza.
I've got nothing against those boys. You need to look at one, the team itself. Two, the team itself, meaning the quality that the team wants. And again, Lapana, there's no time to develop. We need a player that will come in and fit like a glove. Lapana Pirates. The Pirates, we can go back with history. Pirates, they never had a defender. Esaino Lapana is ofundiswa. Funekumuntu ozongena Lapana fit in like a glove. Kulego, Onyawoza has been there. He's got experience, played final confederation.
So
cup.
I'm sorry, because yes. I know what point you are making because you've explained it to me.
Yeah.
But I don't think you realize Utabandu can misunderstand what you're saying. Are you saying kuzothatha isikhathi for aboxoki nabosibisi ukuthi bawufunde umcimbi wePirates? So therefore akumelanga ukuthi umkhiphe uNyawoza. You rather have uNyawoza than aboxoki. Is that your point? Aboxoki nabosibisi if uzo improve ngabo then rather umyekela uNyawoza ahlale lapha
mina nkuleko if it's about playing I would rather have uNyawoza, but if it's about baba ma understudy then I will give them a benefit of a doubt. But now the thing is labana bayi-2 abasele you can't guarantee them, both of them. That's why I would rather have uNyawoza, because these two Unda uyalimala, Uchele uyalimala. And we will end up, there were games where you'll see Unyawuza no Mayela abadlala bayi-2 central. So now if you release Unyawuza now, so you saying if Unda no Chele they get injured, so you dlalisa uXoki no Smith. For the baller no combination.
Yeah, legend. Kaungena mfoka Khanye.
Yeah, truly speaking.
Khanye legend.
Bengabe azange bamambisa mo situation ngaba yikho so. Lento confuse lo mfana. Their central midfield should have keep that player Mopara. Ngisho lo kuma Olympic was marking uNeymar.
Yeah.
Wazama ukuthi asekeleka Neymar the guys uyalazi ibhola kule position emaster central defender. You is the best central defense amongst because he's tight vocal umbheke nomadlala very smart. You can play defensive midfield as well, but ungam confuse mdlalisa central makakwazi ukudlala lapha combine hard working, he hardly make penalties. Lo mjito ukwazi ukurelease situation umambiselana ilento umconfuse lo mdlalisa right back wamdlalisa left back wamdlalisa central attacking yonke indawo. So mjita bengabe bayekho kule situation ngoba even Unyawuza mina nginenkinga enkulu ngaye yabona. Uke washaya
a lot of fans don't like him.
Mari Pirates na izo confuse imnike ampel di Pirates izoqaka benukubekwe embijele ngaphandle stand imnike ampel manje nange Champions League ngathi bayenzile. Mara bamnaka bamfaka ku transfer. So iPirates isitshelana nabo ngabo. Ngithi Unyawuza bambambe ngeampel ukuza song ngale confederation.
I think ku final bekuyani captain.
Ngathi uye waba uye utshele khona uye wayibukela ngathi ukujela udlale
ujele ubukele i-semifinal final ilo duzana udlale i-final
so semi-final was
semi-final ulahlele khona
unyawuza mara bekagaqa empela so iPirates
but
ijela
that person uzomrelease but you can't
uzomrelease what does that tell you so bayikusho ukuthi bayenza angunderstand uyibalwa lo uyamfuna lo akamfuni so they came to the point ukuthi wonke umuntu umbonile ukuthi uyasiceda uche unyawuza nkuleko i-identity ye-Pirates I'm telling you i-Pirates style of play asimsuthi is uhleli isikhathi eside
he spent enough time. I get you point, so that's why I was trying for you to explain it better. But Oksalayo, that guy, there's a point where Pirates fans just didn't want him. He was no longer performing like Upaka. You are no longer performing at a higher level. Because I'm a right back. Man just mbona say center back. Bega replacement Kalihwati go right back. What is his best position? Nan. So I think it makes perfect sense. Anyways, when we come back from the break, Yusuf Maart, Nyaupe Mahlatsi, Lihlohonolo Matlo, Mduduzi Shabalala, and Dylan Solomons for Kaizer Chiefs live when we come back.
Massive Metro. Eyomphakathi futhi eyakho nawe. Sihamba phakathi.
Time Bank is one of the fastest growing digital banks in the world because they understand the true success for a bank comes from ensuring that their customers are financially independent by educating people on how their services can help to save, manage, and grow their money. Time Bank wants to make sure that you've got this by helping you grow your financial independence. So make sure that you listen to Massive Metro every week, where we will be discussing various products and services offered by Time Bank to make sure that you gain financial independence and freedom, as well as to save you time. Remember to also check out all the features and how-to videos on massivemetro.com, as well as across various social media and content platforms. Time Bank, you've got this.
This is Brian Spider-Man Baloy, and you're listening to Massive 11, Mecca of football lovers.
Sharp opposite bafethu sibunzuza udebela imdaka wendlami. You guys are tuned into Massive Metro.
Bambiza isikhokho semali ngoba uyiphatha kahle imali.
Isikhokho semali.
I-social distancing isho ukuthi umndeni uchitha isikhathi esiningi usekhaya. Okusho ukuthi izingane ziloku ziwavala amafriji. Eish, ingakho nje uma sekuyisikhathi sikuyothenga ukudla, uvele uswipe i-Time Bank card yakho. Uzohlomula ama-smart shopper points noma kuphi la uthenga khona. Bese eba i-double kwa-Pick n Pay ukuze uqhelelane namanani aphezulu.
Uyazizwela-ke ukuthi isithini isikhokho semali. Ngakho khumbula ukuswipe i-Time Bank card yakho njalo uma uthenga. You've got this. Time Bank, ngabaphathi bezinhlelo zezimali abasemthethweni.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Tori the Lazy, aka Bliss, aka South African Powerpuff Girl.
You're listening to Massive Metro.
Nkululeko my brother ukuthi Junior Khanye Tso Vilakazi. Thina lapha ekhosini besicela nje ukuthi uzongangayi ngokuzoletha i-negative environment ekhosini lesikufuni lokho. Makahamba eku-Sundowns wabuyele overseas. Ngiyazi ukuthi Junior Khanye uzongishaya kulokho kodwa ayi asimfuni ekhosini akaye ku-Sundowns.
Greetings, Nkululeko, my brother. Greetings, Tso Vilakazi. Greetings, now Junior Khanye. Keep saying more Buang Fanabel Park, and greetings to the listeners of Massive Metro. Kopofitela tabenyanya uza le Mtambo. I'm not happy with batho ba ba release batho ba ba ituba because they are the most hard-working players Mautulubega, because Mtambo each and every time magangenile there is an impact magayenza. He was given a small chance, but kula small chances lazenza critical goals as correlation and then critical impact layenzile ama critical games. So I don't know why he was released, and it's okay to release players, but then you release players and then who do you bring in? I'm not happy about the people that I brought in because
Nkululeko, my brother, hello. I think from my side I'm really not happy with the release of Linda Mtambo. Yeah, Linda Mtambo is really a good player, so to be released like that, was really not happy, and also with the player that we have bought so far. I think I'm not happy with Makopa, and also even our striker Pepra. I think that Pepra can trap the ball, can protect the ball. So he's not a fighter. So we need someone like Mhangu. Unfortunately, they released Mhangu, which I have no reason why. I don't understand why they released him.
Good evening in studio. Ulungani lo wakaphungula from eThekwini. I would like to comment on the Zungu and Mtambo and Nyau's situation. But I will qala nge-Pirate la. With regards to Nyau's, I think it was time. Siyabonga, he's done a lot for the team. Yeah, we had a moment, but now with regards to Mtambo, I feel like it was not the time to release him because he's been performing. Kuleso sikhathi esincane when he was given an opportunity. Yeah, and he's done more than those players who were given more and more opportunities with Pirate. And with regards to Uzongo, it's either he goes to Sundowns overseas because there's no other team la ezomkhuphula i-value yakhe and the way and also
Massive 11. Weekdays 6 to 7 p.m. and on Saturday 9 to 10 a.m.
All right, welcome back to Massive 11 on Massive Metro. We are Team Itiski TV on Massive Metro every Friday between 5 and 6. Sometimes we take breaks because it's off season and we take breathers just like the players. Abadlali babuyela so besikhala abadlali bekufana banoko bahleli man. Hey. I-league sivalene ngoMay at the end of May. Siyabona I saw Cape Town City abadlali babuyele pre-season. I saw Kaizer Chiefs and a lot of other. I saw the pictures that I saw were Cape Town City, and I also saw Kaizer Chiefs players are back as well. I don't know whether it's too soon. Just very quickly, is this the right time for a periodization? Do they not need more rest?
Yeah, no, unfortunately, they had to come back because preparing a team for league, you need 6 weeks to prepare a team. So in that 6 weeks, there's a lot that you need to do in terms of getting players fit, getting players ready, in terms of match fitness, because you need to play friendly games and you need to put strength on that, the recovery. There's a lot that they need to do. So, and especially this season is gonna, tax them a lot.
So how long did they rest then? I mean, by Valengo May very late.
3 weeks.
Unfortunately,
is that normal? 3 weeks?
No, it's not normal.
Is it enough? 3 weeks.
No, iko normal. Nenye into there's a lot of players that are released.
Yeah.
All in all DStv Premiership.
Yes, that's another factor. Yeah.
A lot of players are released. Ukubuya manje mina Nkuleko bacheche babuya. We need to be honest, ayikho normal. But ngenxa yokuthi ama-player team they've released so many players bafuna ukuhlanganisa combination. They've signed many players as well, as much as they've more than 5 players maning. So a combination in amanye they were starting game. Iyona bo standing point baduza buti prize star players up.
Yeah. Even though Zita was a main player for them.
Yabo. So now AmaZulu they've released so many players wabo. Adlalayo bona bomemela abomolenga umlenga uKings wile ngathi, but many players they've left there. We need to be honest. So really a core team team amaningi they've released so many players ukuthi babuye manje right to you need probably 6 weeks or 7.
Yeah, because we are next week qala July.
Yeah.
And league yaqala early August. So that's like the 6 weeks akhuluma.
Yeah, obvious kuna friendly manje it's about ama coach abaya believe it's only 10 umuntu beyangagijimisana ngebhola manje ama small sided 1-2v2. Ama coach rest in English le call PSL bobaranisa mhlambe ngaphandle kwalezi Sundowns. We need to be honest. Yeah, lapho uyabona ledlalo. Yeah, ikhona ukuthi asisho ukuthi ama player ngakagijimi. You need sometimes ukuthi ubone ukuthi less speed but include ibhola. So ama coach abaya they believe in South Africa they need to run and kuna physio trainer, a physical trainer ayodila nabo mhlambe an hour without touching the ball. Ikhona session kula ma pre-season utho can tell ama coach believe ukuthi mhlambe Monday Tuesday not going to touch the ball. which is
but
kill South African football.
Beep test.
Khona manje. Yes. Wachita bohlanza inhliziyo zawo. Awachita bophala zinhliziyo.
Limaza abantwana.
Wena osenzisa sathuthumela lapha saphala.
People don't know what is a beep test. Explain to them.
Yeah.
Is that not a beeping sound? Kumele uhambe ngepace.
Yes, that's the one.
Beep. Yeah, mara kumele ujumpe i11.
Yeah.
And might 11 kuyale seyiba quick.
Yeah.
Yanyiwa
lapho ke sesakubona ukuthi
funeka ama 800 meter.
Already for PSL noma already.
And owenta kami uyasayina ngale nto le mabambe boma 16 oweno ipotris phela lavuvuka ke. So yasa.
All right, Kaizer Chiefs signing Yusuf Maart, also signing Udilon Solomons Mahlatsi ngibane igama la Kamogelo na Kamogelo bambiza unyawo for some reason with those eyes nickname yakhe ingathulele yeah Kamogelo Mahlatsi lehlohono lo matlo. Let's talk about that, gentlemen. It's 10 minutes before top of the hour before we wrap up. So happy, not happy, what is your problem with the players that they've signed?
Nguleko kunama phone Samsung, Hawaii, Apple, Nokia, in any
Blackberry,
yeah,
Alcatel,
Motorola, yeah, Ericsson, yeah, hey, 10. You take pictures, ngala phone won't get different. Akubonisa ama picture hlukile. Meaning the quality of the picture, it's a picture here, but the quality of the picture iyehlukana. Angithi? Okay, that's what the Chiefs they did.
That's over so.
Chiefs lama players basayine umuntu oyi1 shintsha isibongo nebody language nokuthi ubani lo.
Abanye banama dreadlocks.
Yeah, omunye
uya ikhalato, omunye umsulu.
Ingami omunye ya shefa la, omunye ngashefi. That's all.
Yeah.
But looking at the football wise kuleko, that's one thing. Unange akahlukanga. Khona Alexander akahlukanga. Usithebe akahlukanga. Umatlo akahlukanga. Unontuzana yena lo Maart. Okay, ngicela ungitsheleke kuleko. One skill la. Okay, asiyeke skill. Who's a good passer la?
Bayapasa bonke but ipasses aziye boxing passes.
When we talking about a good passer, you playing for Chiefs. We can't think ukuthi ish.
No, bayapasa, so some of those players can pass, but the problem is that passes abazingena boxing.
So
they don't abathole strike when they pass.
So meaning there's no good passer. Because if you can't put the pass there in front to the striker, so you're not good. You're not a good passer. In that position as a central midfielder, you need to be a good passer. Look, I'm not saying these players they are bad. I'm not saying they're bad, but I'm saying ukuthi Chiefs sign a player A1 and a copy. So it means ukuthi even in the game when you play the three of them, they will move right. They will move left at the very same time.
Mr. Khanye, you agree? Disagree with some?
Yeah. Yeah, if I can be honest with you, Mautla midfield, they needed creative. Defensive ngiyababona ngathi baba concern ngawo kakhulu and basana ama defensive midfield according to me. Those players abantu ngeke understand usithebe can attack or defend. I don't understand, but those are defensive midfielders cause
yeah, ama qualities wabo kwi box opposition are not good, but maybe they can help you kwi box yakho or kwi half yakho.
Yeah, in terms of tackling yellow cards and getting those VAR. So if ngaba ne VAR kwenkuleko abasayinanga any attack special. Ayikho clever midfielder they've signed. A creativity kulama player bawasayinile yikho. A player that will make things happen. Umbule or Rundlondlo between ngisho ukuthi similar type of players. Ebekumele bawasayine kule level leya. Undlondlo when he play against Chiefs uthatha Chiefs ayiwana ebambe ngesandla neParis.
Yeah, one knockout Paris
bank. Hayi consistent ayiwa. Hayi bhekisha high thinga kana.
Hayi
bheki high thinga kana.
Shoot leyana.
And then ubhekele umbule nayo. So i-level yam i-point yam yazi kuphi. These players umbule ulo Khole Alexander unange ulo Mjito Maart usithebe lama player afana lo mfana Mutlo West ngoba yena beka struggle ukubamba 18 ku Swallows.
Yeah.
The guy mina bengicabanga ukuthi bamsane from MTC Swallows. I need to be honest. No, mina ngibe never I've never seen him consistent playing.
I agree with you because because I'm a journalist, I saw him and I saw him play. So at some point, but he never broke. He never played more than 7 games.
Yes, nami point lamli kuphi Nkuleko ku Kaizer Chiefs kunabo mlifenseki. When they brought him there, into sobe kumele baliveze nabo behind. Angithi uArthur is the coach's main.
That's a good point. Someone must have said, okay, Lona yena uyaphi ngoba he hasn't played more than 5 games.
Angithi umlife nabo they are behind. Ubona kangcono obviously if you naye lapha kumele ngabe uneseku the technical team is brought it for into ezinjalo. Ubathu run structure development obviously uma signing naye mela benese bekumele abuze ukuthi saqala uMahlatsi ngoba nemdlalisa udlala ku solo of position uMahlatsi kuma junior ranks we SuperSport bekadlala right wing forward naka left wing forward or maybe number 9 false but isolo sebemdlalisa off position la in the middle whereby ka right middle field or ka left uthola ukuthi umfana ulanda ibola too deep strength akanaso that much. Sometimes best no need I believe good strength, but you need it sometimes that magadlala nabo Charlie could see umfana ukuthi noma kunini can get injured, he can injure himself. Akanaso leso strength. So Nkuleko truly speaking iChiefs ibonini bamdlalisa opposition kuSalus. uMahlatsi. So kulama player lawo mina no Maart. Look at this isikhukhune ukompita nabo ba no Maart kusikhukhune. I-system ebeyidlala the coaching system benjani. And umonile angena even ku national team. The guy angena wenza elinye iplan lela too. So I can't judge him with that, but he's been doing this ukudlala back passes, making silly mistakes. Babonene ngako ukuthi they can bring him ukuthi carry Kaizer Chiefs. We understand
especially there's the other factor ukuthi he was a product of Orlando Pirates.
Ngiyalapho kule point ukuthi udlale kuphelepele. Why didn't he get the promotion? Ifana nayo Victor Macheke na Kaizer Chiefs, he was there. Why didn't got promoted? Baze bamlande back bamthenge. So mina Nkuleko lama team utso is making a point to VAR. Nami lento bengukutshela yona ukuthi Nkuleko mina ngibona abasayine same player with different surnames. Bekumele bathi abosithebe bonke onza. Yeah.
Or Abu
Maart. Yeah, we've signed Maart.
Yeah, I think to be fair,
yeah,
like as I'm trying to, we're talking about this, we have to be journalists, to be fair, but it's very difficult ukuyikhulumela iChiefs ngoba uYusuf Maart uyafana no Patricia Zanang.
Yes.
Patricia Zanang uyafana no Cole Alexander.
Yebo.
Cole Alexander uyafana nomunye abamsayinile. Ulihlona loMahlo maybe deeper as a midfielder, but still not good enough for iChiefs. When you look at it, it's like it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because you would need if babasayina uZungu, then you could understand it because you could say uZungu ungcono kunabo bonke abanabo.
Yes.
At least if they had
ngaphandle kwejoke Nkuleko, as you said, you need to be serious and honest. If you can be honest, these are the type of players afanayo. Akekho umuntu okwazi ukudlala okwazi ukusupport ibhola very quick boxing. These people, how many goals they scoring? Labe banidi attacking midfield ekwazi ukora amagoli ekwazi uassista. A player arrogant, a skillful player. Umuntu ozothi yamona ngisho yamona mfana umbuli. Gona le arrogance ebholweni. Labantu abasayinile bonke can tell you no one can get ungabamba le atlapa i1 so okanye babe 2 babafake bathi even nangedabi ekeli dabi I don't think they can compete ngemidfield eSundowns and kuzofika isikhathi ukuthi badlale nayo kuzoba ne problem.
Kulama players lawa ayi4 abawasayinile asayine Chiefs ba eda ku Khanye Alexander noNangi ne siqala kuNangi no Khanye Alexander ba create how many chances for the strikers, these two, and then we go to these 4 players, let's count them ukuthi ba create how many chances for the strikers.
In fact, so just before you finish that point, it's possible ukuthi singathola midfielder A1, whether it's Undlondlo,
yes,
or attacking midfielder.
That's where I'm going.
And a more input going forward.
Yes.
Ukudlula bona bonke behlanganisiwe. Like more assists, more shots at goal. Ukudlula bona bonke la.
That's why ngiyalapho wona Nkuleko so that ukuthi mase ngipointa ngithi mina bhekana uNdlondlo. Then people must understand why ngithi ababheka uNdlondlo, because you've signed these players, all these players, how many chances about creating the whole season? How many goals did they score? You can't mention. Then let's go Undlondlo. Undlondlo, how many chances are creating? Ukore how many goals? Right. He was a king in that midfield.
So ngale signing on fee Chiefs they signed them a play 6-7. Signa ukapinga ku Sundowns no Domingos. Simple. I take them ngale signing on fee.
Yeah.
You have a keeper. Equality le expensive. Hayi amatafula ngabheka phezulu bese ufaka nombule phakathi. Uphethe uthi breeze.
Junior.
No Khama no Kigen. Amatafula ngabheka phezulu ekseni.
No, ukhumbule Junior ukuthi siyalibukela ibhola thina. We analyze these players. We know the strength. we know the weaknesses of this.
Orenu ke kana mlandeni anibambela defensive midfield kunokuthi ulandela abajita we need to be honest need to Mtambo he can
angeke bayenze
ngisho ukuthi kunokuthi alande abosithebe we need to be honest Mtambo is far ngisho ukuthi better in terms of understanding. Yes, he never played the season but we need to be honest quality.
No, sibuzana manje the other player that is better ebengamsayina iChiefs umukeke
ayenzima kakhulu hey edlala ngo left Cape Town.
Yes sanukeke lapha emidlelini
nomthantsana
no mamela yabona masoya lapho so kuwesike so kuwes ngoba phela manje so ufaka icreativity iChiefs ngathi ayifuni creativity emidlelini.
Gentlemen, because we're doing radio and because we are limited by time, I think next week is going to be a very interesting discussion. But I want to know from you next week, we'll talk about it when we get there. Ingaba likhona iqela elisayine abadlali abazalinceda bali compete in the Sundowns next season. We'll talk about that. I want you to use the whole week to think about that. I know the answer already, but just think about it. Masipeka Mazulu, Abo Kabatino Mango, Zuma. We look at Chiefs, Pirates. We look at the other teams as well. Abo Sikukune, Banabo, Mtambo, and other players. I think
Mtambo.
Yes, Mtambo.
Yeah, for what reason? But Pirates
yeah, I think Umabasa as well might go there. So we'll look at that. We'll look at which team can pose a good challenge with Sundowns, even though it doesn't look promising. Because they are happy, they are excited. Like nibonani bafethu enigithemba lokuthi someone can get close to Sundowns. But we'll discuss that next week. We had 1,500 people at some point on Facebook. We had hundreds of people watching us on YouTube as well. 500 at some point on Facebook, on YouTube as well. 1,500 on Facebook. And at some point we had thousands of people listening to us on massivemetro.com. We want to thank you so much for listening to us. Take care of yourselves, guys. It's load shedding. Gabande Josie. Nani, we love you. Thank you very much. We'll be back next week, Friday, same time, same place.
Hi, this is Mr. B, and you are listening to Massive Metro.
Systems are offline.